This is Emily,
Henley,
and Sammy, and you're listening to Too Scary Didn't Watch.
Mallory, thank you so much for joining us. Emily and I were thrilled to get to see an early screening of this movie. Both of us loved it. We've been telling everyone they have to go see it. I want to go see it again when it's in theaters.
I want it to be huge. It needs to be huge.
It needs to be huge. It is such an unbelievable combination of like excellent storytelling and direction, like beautiful direction.
It's so unique, like truly unique in a way that is like one of those movies that afterwards you have to like look up everything about every single person who was involved. Like that's how I felt afterwards, which is such a special feeling.
Oh, that's so good, guys. I mean, you have no idea how happy that makes me. Oh my God. Seriously, I'd love to hear it.
I would love if you could tell us a little bit about your journey with the source material, like the first time you encountered either the play or the screenplay, the first time you read it, your first reactions around Anaya, and then kind of like where that went for you, like how it started and then what you kind of learned about her over the process, like through filming and then finally seeing the final cut. Like what about her did you discover? What was surprising? Like she is such a complicated character. I mean, I think all of them are. And I would just love to hear your process with her.
Oh my God. It was a long, I mean, yeah, that's a great question. I didn't know the play. Like I wasn't familiar with the play as Kara was. Kara had gone and seen it at Soho.
Cool.
And which is so dope. I wish I had seen it too, but no, I didn't know. And I got the audition in my email and I was like, I remember I read it to my friend and I was like, oh, I got this audition for this thing called Is God Is. And he was like, Is God Is? No, we're doing that right now. He was like, open it. We're about to read it.
I feel like the people who are in the know were like, this is huge. This is huge.
Like it has its own like cult following. I mean, because the source material is so amazing and it's so great. And so he was like, I love this. You should do it. And so we read it that night. And I remember like being really touched by it. Like, I mean, the screenplay, I hadn't read the play yet, but even the screenplay was like, I have to do this. So I was so gung-ho about getting this. And I remember I just wanted it so bad. And I would read the script every day it was like 4 different callbacks. And yeah, I felt like Anaya jumped off the page for me. I felt from the moment I read the script that I kind of understood the core of who she was. I understood her sensitivity, but I also understood her like deep desire and need to be normal and like loved and like have a family. I think that my instinct about that though grew as we started filming, because one also too, sorry, I don't mean to be so long-winded.
No, this is literally why we're all here.
Okay, good.
This is great.
I'm so long-winded, so great. No, as we started filming, I mean, there were so many things that I learned just because was like the least experienced out of everybody on set. Everyone around me were pros. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew how to work camera angles. They were just like giants. They were people I look up to. And I learned so much from that. I'm not even joking when I say every single day I showed up, I learned something new about myself, about my character, about acting, about everything. And so it was a learning process throughout the entire thing. But specifically with working with prosthetics, I had never done that before. And I had no idea how challenging it would be. I didn't even know it would be a challenge. They kind of told me in the beginning, but I was like, yeah.
It's makeup.
It's makeup. I'll look different. No, but guys, it was like, I didn't know that like when you turn to the side, you your features are muted in some areas, like because one side of my face is completely covered. So I would have to do things like, look at how my face was looking in the mirror if I wanted to make a certain expression, how to do that. And I had no idea that was something that I had to do. But that's something I learned as I went on. But in terms of sticking to what I understood about her as a character, I just felt like her moral complexity, like what she was trying to juggle in terms of what was right and what was wrong, in terms of how much she should protect her sister, and in her protection of her sister, I think I realized as it went on that Anaya is so much more. Actually, she's so much more of the protector in their relationship than Racine seems to be when you first read the script. So as it went on, that became apparent to me, and just my bond with Kara. God, there was like so many things that happened. I'm sorry, it's hard to pick one, but it snowballed into this like beautiful, complex 3D spirit that I still feel when I watch the movie back.
Yeah.
There are like so many places I want to go.
I know. I'm like, wait, can I go off script? We had questions written, but now I'm like, I want to ask something.
Let's go off script. Yeah.
I'm so curious. You and Kara have such amazing chemistry. And I to play sisters with someone, let alone twins, I'm so curious about, like, was that connection instant? I'm assuming you guys did a chemistry read. Like, how did you build that relationship between the two of you? Because it feels like you've been sisters your whole lives.
No, first of all, I'm so glad it feels that way. I feel like I'm sisters with Kara. And this is not like, I know it can be like, yeah, we're sisters, but truly, like, when I first met Kara, actually the first time I met Kara, it was like on the street in New York. She randomly came up to me. This was before auditions, like before, this is like a year before we even had this opportunity together. And she randomly came up to me. I was like in a show, and we were like walking to the theater, and she hugged me like this stranger. I was like, who is this? And she was like, I love you. I loved you in Kindred. By the way, this niche show nobody watched but her. And she was like, I loved you in Kindred. You were amazing. And I was like, thank you so much. Oh my God. And when I walked away, the person that was with me was like, do you know who that was? And I was like, no. He was like, that's Carrie Young. She just won a Tony. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, before I even.
All of these like little threads.
It's like
this
kismet.
Is so
it's
fascinating.
Kismet, guys. It's crazy. I was like, I knew from the moment I met her, before I even got a chance to really get to know her, that she was like, that's the type of person she is. She pours love into people. She is a genuine spirit. And I felt that when she like came up to me on the street and like, gave me my flowers for this show that, like I had no idea she had seen. And so when I saw her again, I thanked her, and I remember just feeling like there was something there. But as we went on, as we did the chemistry read, yeah, I was like, you always are like, that person's going to get it. You never know about yourself, but you're like, she's going to get it. And then when we got it, I was so happy. And we did a lot of work together. We started off, Alicia had brought us in, and we did a lot of, what's it called? Like exercises where we looked in the mirror, and we would like the toothbrush scene. We practice brushing our teeth in the mirror and like doing things while trying to read each other's minds. So there were like exercises that we did, but I think ultimately it just came down to the fact that me and Kara lived together. We were working every single day together. We would like text each other all the time and be like, hey, can you meet me downstairs? Do you want to talk about this scene? But that's like the type of actor Kara is, and she was so down to spend all of her time working on this, and so was I. And I think that just we connected on that fact that we just were like so scrappy and like so ready to give our all to this project. And that grew into like a genuine bond. Like I literally love her I can't even explain how much I talk about how much I love her all the time, but it's true. It's true. I really love her and I really look up to her as a person and an actor. So that was like real. Like all of that is very, very real. Very real.
There were so many things that were inventive in this film. And one of them is the twin speak, the way that you guys, what you just referenced, like reading each other's minds. And I didn't even think about it until after I was done watching the movie, but I was like, that felt so natural. I didn't second guess it once. It felt like, of course, of course. And I think it's because the rhythm of it fits perfectly. And I was wondering how that actually worked when you were filming it. Like when you were actually filming it, was someone off camera saying the words and you guys were reacting to it in the moment, or how did it work?
No, you just know what you're saying to each other and you're just,
I love that.
Yeah. But that's really, really like, we were working on it all the time. And we were doing this, like I said, we were doing those exercises where we were like trying to feel each other. That's what was so great also too, I will say, about the way that Alicia did this. I mean, it just speaks to her brilliance and her grit as an artist, but she had us come in and do rehearsals before filming. Like that's not even effort. That's never done. Or at least in my experience of film, that's never done. We don't get to rehearse. You just come on and you do it the day of. But she had us come in and truly work on this like a play. Like she treated it like a play. We treated it like a play. And it paid off because we really we're feeling each other rather than just like going through the motions of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you talk more about working with Alicia Harris? I know that this was her first feature debut, but she's, an amazing stage director. And what was it like getting direction from her? What was your experience like working together?
It was amazing. I love Alicia. Sorry, guys. This whole thing is just going to be me being like,
this is our favorite thing in the world. Yeah. Everybody should love, all I want to hear is about people loving what they're doing and loving each other. This is great.
We need it. We need it right now.
That truly is it. That is the spirit of this whole movie. But like, particularly, I have so much respect for her as a person. I love her. I think that she's brilliant. And I look up to her as like one of our greats. So one of my greats. She's my great, And she was incredible. I mean, it was like from the moment I auditioned too, it was so clear what she set out to do with this film. She was clear. Like she knew who she wanted these characters to be, but without giving any sort of like restraint on us, which takes so much skill. Like, I mean, that just speaks to how amazing she is as an artist and as a director. She was so clear about who Anaya was and who Racine was and her intention with writing them, but she never told us what to do. She just kind of it was all conversations. It was all like we were working. We would talk with each other as if these people were real. I mean, there was no I don't know how to explain it, but there was no
you weren't putting on a person. You were becoming them together.
Exactly. Yeah. And we treated. Thank you so much for saying that. Yes, we treated every moment like that. Like this was like a real world we were building together. And she just was very direct. I just remember a lot of moments where she was just like, no, I want this to happen. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she was so and it wasn't in I want no, it was like, no, I want this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, got it, move. Great. Because she demanded that respect in the room, even though it was her first time ever doing it. And she was very candid and honest about the fact that it was her first time and she maybe didn't understand some things, but she would be, when she knew what she wanted to happen on screen, she would be very direct and clear about it and made sure that it happened in the room. And that was something that stuck with me, just as a woman also too, just as a young woman watching this woman take control of a room and be direct about what she needed, even in her inexperience, right, as a first-time filmmaker, she was incredible, and she was very, it was really inspiring to watch her work.
You feel the clarity of the vision so much in watching it, and it is, like I said, it's so unique and singular, and it feels so special to get to watch a movie where it is a person's vision fully realized, because there's so many voices in film and so many like studio and budget, and we so often get films that and once it gets to screen, you hear the stories of like the director wanted it to be this or it should have been this, and you like feel it being disjointed. This felt so like a cohesive, perfect representation of like what I hoped she wanted it to be, and I'm so glad to hear that she pushed for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Too, I have to also say that we all believed in it. Everybody who worked on it believed that it was special, knew it was special, and felt that it was special. And I really mean that from the crew, everybody on the crew, everybody in the cast, the people doing makeup, the people doing costumes. We all look to her as this true leader of this project that we believed in like so wholeheartedly, and that's what made it, I think, feel so that was part of the reason why I hope that it felt so cohesive, is because we all were like, yeah, let's go for Alicia. It really was like for Alicia.
Ride till dawn
every day.
Ride it dawn. Just generally, was there like kind of a favorite day, favorite moment, favorite thing that happened on set? Anything that was particularly like fun or surprising?
Oh my God, there were so many fun moments. I think the twerking sequence,
so fun.
The montage. That, by the way, guys, that was a whole day. That was a whole day.
And you deserve that.
Yeah, you deserve that.
No, it was so fun. It was literally just us like running on like the side of highways, and like trucks were like honking at us. And we were like dancing all day. And we were just going to different stop signs. They set up like these different these different signs, and they were like Texas, whoa, like the whole South. And we were just like twerking on the signs. It was very, very fun. And we were like driving around all day. So that was fun. That was like a really fun day. But I remember also too, something that was like really funny and inspiring was Michael T. When we were working on our scene with him, because he's an acting teacher, he was like, he would do this thing where before they yelled action, he would be like, all right, y'all, yeah, now watch this. And then they'd like yell action. And he would go, and then we would like genuinely be in the scene like, yeah, like, gotta eat. And then after like they yelled cut, he was like, now did you see how I did that?
That's so funny.
Everything can be a teaching moment.
No, literally, like that's how all of them were though. Like all of them were just like took us under their wing in such an amazing way. They really wanted to like lift us up as young actors, or me. They wanted, I'm going to speak for myself because Kara's a 2-time Tony winner. Me, like I felt very lifted up and very encouraged and taught by them every single day. So yeah, that's how they always were. But that was genuinely funny to me. So good.
Well, I mean, you both are really the heart of this movie. You are really the heart of this movie. And from watching it, like I'll say, you don't feel like the young actor in the room. Like it really, you really bring so much power to this story, to this role. I'm curious if there was any scene or day of filming that you were like particularly like, you're like, this is the day I'm like most excited for, most nervous for. I mean, there's like, you're doing scenes with powerhouses, you're handling really intense material. Like, what were those days for you?
It was like almost every day.
Except for the twerking day?
No, except for the twerking. I really let go. No, no, there was definitely the scene with Sterling. And I won't, without giving away too much, there is like this kind of like, what do you call it? Like deuce. I'm gonna stop.
Like a standoff.
It's the final like showdown. Yeah.
Final showdown. And I remember like I remember knowing what day that was coming up on the schedule, and I was like so nervous for it. One, because this was going to be like my first time acting with Sterling, and I just like I look up to Sterling so much. So I was like, I got to be ready for this. And it's so funny because that day, the day before, we were supposed to be filming the scene with Angie, and it was supposed to be the next day. So we were supposed to film the scene with Angie this day, and then the next day we were supposed to do the man scene. So I was like, okay, I have some time. Then it started raining, and they were like, oh, we have to move everything inside. We're gonna do the man scene. And I was like, oh no.
Just so casually, like, we're gonna flip it and do the thing you're most nervous about right now.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready. But what's so amazing about that is that it genuinely was one of those moments where I just had to go. I had to like believe that all that work that had been done was with me and was under me, and that I could just trust. It genuinely was like one of those moments where it's like I just have to trust my scene partner, and I have to trust that whatever happens today is going to be enough to tell the story. And so we were outside, and I was like running lines with Kara, and I was like, Kara, we're about to do this. We're about to do this. She was like, you got it. You got it. That's how Kara is. Like, she was just like, you got it, Mel. You got it. Let's go. Let's go. And we were just like running lines together. I went in, and I knew when like Sterling came out, and he was just so peaceful and so like his spirit is just so calming, and he was ready to go, and he knew what was happening, and he knew that we had moved it up. And he was just like, let's go. That was like the spirit of it. It was just like, I got you. We got you. We got it. Let's go. So yeah, that was, but at the time I was terrified. I was terrified. But it ended up working out. It was okay.
Yeah. I bet it felt really good driving home at the end of the day.
God.
You're like, I can sleep tonight.
So good. Rest. So good, you guys. Oh my God. Truly.
So our podcast is technically, we mostly talk about scary movies, and this isn't really like a horror movie. There are obviously horrific elements, but we wanted to ask you just the question we ask everyone, which is, what's your relationship to scary movies? Like, was there a scary movie you saw as a kid that left a mark? Or, even in like this genre of film of more of like a thriller or like I don't even know
how do you put a genre on this film?
Yeah, it's very challenging, but just like a really intense movie that maybe left a mark when you were younger.
Oh yeah, this is my shit. I love it. I love scary movies, guys. Woo! I don't know. I'm great. A scary movie fiend.
Okay, well, you need to come back and be on
a talk about a scary movie.
Please. So happy to. Oh, we'll do it. We'll talk. No, okay, but great. I love scary movies. I would say one of my favorites is Midsummer. That stuck with me. I love Midsummer. Like,
that is the movie that started this podcast, because we were like, well, we need to talk about this movie.
That's crazy. No, seriously, so that good. Is like my favorite movie. So freaking good. And that genuinely stuck with me. But I would say like one that like stuck with me. Like I watched it way too young, and it left a mark for sure, is As Above, So Below. That's literally, that's the type of horror that like genuinely scares me. Like,
yes.
That like,
because you're like, what's going on in the catacombs?
You're like, what's
the catacombs
going on?
Are there.
Yeah.
What's in there?
It's so scary. It's like, that's the type of stuff that really scares me. That gets me more than like things jumping out. It's like, like slow burning, like
just creepy. Like dread.
Yeah. Dread.
That is a good deep cut. We don't think we've ever had anyone say that As Above, So Below was the one that really scared me.
As Above, So Below is so good. It's so good. And I wouldn't classify this as horror either. I'd probably say it's like a thriller.
There's moments that feel like it's like a Kill Bill revenge story. Or there's moments that are like buddy comedy. There's moments that are like family gothic horror. Like, it's really, It's doing a lot of things,
but seamlessly,
in the best way, and in a way that doesn't ever feel disjointed. It's like that's what this is. That's how you tell this story. You have to tell it in all these different ways.
Yeah,
good. I'm glad. Yeah,
Mallori, thank you so much. It's such a gift being able to talk to you, and we're so excited for this movie to come out and for everyone to see it. And
me too. I'm sorry, I'm so disorganized. I am terrible with my thoughts. I'm terrible.
No, this was so wonderful.
Perfect.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
thank
to
you so
meet
much.
you guys.
So happy to meet you. Congratulations. So excited for this movie.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Okay.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.